everyone, welcome back again to my channel. So for today, we're gonna continue our topic yesterday about self-love in difficult times, but this time this is our the personal level, like the relationship that we have, the standards that we put in ourselves, and all this stuff. So with that being said, let's continue with self-love in difficult times. So for today, I wanted to share with you like 3 key things that I have been trying to do whenever I'm going through difficult times. Okay, first one, whether it's about family or it's about personal, about friends, or any form of a relationship, or like personal things towards work, or like personal growth and all this stuff. The first thing that I am doing whenever I'm going through rough times is that I'm asking for God's guidance. It's very important. Every time that I'm feeling like the demons are starting to get into my head and try to mess things up for me, and then I'll suddenly feel this feelings out of nowhere, that is the demon trying to distract me. And from that moment that I recognize that, hey, you're getting distracted, you're letting it get into you, you're letting it consume you, that is the time that I'll ask for guidance. That is the time that I'll call God to, God, here we go again. My demon inside is screaming, and help me silence it. Help me beat this insecurity inside my head. Let my faith in you be stronger than any other feelings that I'm feeling at that moment. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm always, whenever I know to myself, we know to ourselves that there are times that when we wake up, or in the middle of the day, or in the middle of the night, suddenly one thing will hit us. Like, we'll suddenly feel sad out of nowhere. We'll suddenly feel like lonely. We'll suddenly feel broken, empty, and all this stuff. This is the demon trying to get into our insecurities, using it against us, using our weakness to get distracted, to pull us away from what is God had been trying to set us up. So whenever I'm feeling this way, whenever I'm catching myself, whatever time the day is, I always just ask for guidance. Every time that I'm feeling low, I'm feeling this thing in my head, in my heart, I would go first and foremost with God. I'm asking Him to guide me. I'm asking Him to help me out, get through the day. And whatever it is, I am laying it all up to Him. And I would just say, I surrender everything. Whatever it is that has to be done, let it be done. But give me the strength to get through it. Give me the wisdom so I could be rational over it. But we have, whatever it is, whenever it is, whether it's a good time or the bad times, most of the time we have to ask God for guidance, because we cannot get through this alone. We need Him. We have to let Him work on us, mostly when the demon is trying to get into our heads and use our insecurities, use this targeting our weaknesses to distract us. So it is very important that we seek God in everything that we do, in everything that we're trying to accomplish, and just try to pray, just try to ask for guidance, talk to him anywhere, any time of the day. This is extremely important. This is important. This had been getting me through the day for millions of times, as long as I can remember. So the next one is that I am recognizing what I'm feeling. I don't just like some people are just denial, okay? Whenever they are getting into difficult times, they are just denial. They are denial of the fact that they are feeling sad or they are feeling lonely, until it gets stronger and then they cannot handle it anymore. It's very important that we know how are we going to like recognize what is it that we're feeling. We have to know to ourselves, like, what is this feeling? Where is this coming from? Is it for example, is it from a breakup? Is it from a fight with family member or a friend? Is it something that you're insecure about and you just got reminded of it on that particular time? You have to recognize where is it coming from, so you will know how are you going to address it. For example, if it's a fight with your loved ones, family, friends, or a partner, and like you're sad about it, but you're at the same time mad, take your time to feel whatever it is that you're feeling. And then for the next day, if it's not serving you well, cut this off. It's either if it's toxic relationship, you have to cut it off. And if like it is something that you can definitely sort out, then go and find like a peace. Okay, so it will depend on where are this thing, because if you will recognize what is this feeling, why am I feeling this towards this particular situation, when you know, when you recognize where is this feeling coming from, and you know to yourself that this is the fact, this is the situation, don't deny it to yourself. Face it and take action. If it is something that like will build you, if it's something that is worth your while, then push for it, fix it. And if will only be dragging you down constantly, then leave it. Okay, you need people that will help you back up, not like push you downwards. You have to like know who are the people to keep and who are the people that you have to let go. Okay, then the third one, the last one that I've been doing, whenever I recognize this feeling, whenever I know where is this coming from, and I know I am honest with myself, like how am I going to deal with it? What I'm trying to do is that I reflect on what is this thing serving me. After you recognize you're feeling whatever it is that you're feeling, where is it coming from, you have to remind yourself that, hey, is this thing will be like benefiting me in the long run, or it will only be like keep dragging me down. If it's something that will help you to grow, if it is something that you can definitely hold on to, if it's something that you can fight for, that will like grow you as a person, that will make you better, that is pushing you forward and all this stuff, then you know what to do. Hold on to it, fight for it, or just no. And if this thing has been only holding you back, like has been just a toxic relationship, and instead of making you happy, it always made you question of your worth, of your values, then drop it. There's no way that you can show yourself that you love yourself if you keep allowing people or things to drag you down. First time, it's fine. Second time, okay, let's give a second chance. But third, fourth, and more than that, it is your choice. Like, what you will allow will continue. And you cannot show yourself that you love yourself if you will just let people treat you bad, if you will just let the situation, the past situation that you cannot change, hold you back from moving forward. And you cannot show that you love yourself if you will just keep dwelling on the things that you cannot control, on the people that you cannot control, instead of controlling what you have today, so you can move forward, so you can be better for the next day, for tomorrow. So this thing, you have to like make sure that you know you will still hold on to the standard that you set for yourself. It's either a person or people or a situation, or is it a past thing, like is it a past incident that had happened, and you cannot change it. Whatever you do, even if you'll sit there all your life praying to God to change what happened yesterday, He cannot do that. All He can do is redirect you for what you can do for tomorrow, so you can do better, so you can be better. So what I'm just trying to say is, for the third one, reflection. Reflect on the standard you set for yourself. And if the thing that I've been telling from the start, you cannot control people, you cannot control the situation, okay? But you always have the control over how are you going to react on it. Like, if people are treating you bad, if you allow them to continue doing so, and it's hurting you, it keeps like it made you question your values, it made you question your worth, then that is not self-love. You're allowing them to disrespect you, you're allowing them to treat you badly. You cannot control them, but you can put a stop on it. Like, it's enough. You show them how you treat yourself. You set the standard. You stick to the standard that you set for yourself. Okay? So it's either a person or a situation. You always have the control over it. You cannot change the past, but you have today. You have what you can do for today to move forward from whatever it is that happened yesterday. And the thing is, you have to stop depending on like the things that you cannot change. You stop making yourself feel bad for the things that you cannot control. Try to, at difficult times, it is extremely challenging that you still see your values through everything, the standards that you set for yourself. But this is self-love. This is how you show to yourself that no, even at difficult times, I am refusing to go down in your level. So no, thank you. If it's not serving you, then walk away. If it will not benefit you for the long run, then walk away. If it's only holding you back down, if it's constantly making you question your own worth, move out. Get yourself out of there. Okay? That is your power. Saying no for the things that aren't serving you. And saying yes for the things that will grow you, for the things that will always push you back up. So this is the best self-care that you can give for yourself. Remind yourself, reflect on what is it that I set as a standard for myself. If you cannot treat me good, then walk away. I don't need you in my life, because I don't need toxic people, toxic things in my life to drag me down. I need people that will help me get through the things that I wanted to get through. Okay? So 3 things. Ask God for guidance. Second is recognize what is it that you're feeling, where is it coming from. And the third one is reflect. Check your standard. Are you selling yourself like low just so you could stay there, or you can be in this toxic situation? If it is, then it's your choice if you will let that continue or you will put an end into it. So in difficult times, we always have the power to control how are we going to react, how are we going to maintain the standards that we set for ourselves. And faith have a huge, not just big, but faith have a huge difference when it comes to difficult times, because he will push you forward if you only surrender it into him. So that's it for today. I hope that I give you some insight, some useful insight that you can do for when it comes to difficult times, when you're having a trouble with a situation or with a person. It's always just 2 things, okay? Again, I'm reminding you, it's either you let them win the best of you, or you cut them off and you choose yourself to be the best version of yourself. Okay? So thank you again for watching, and see you in my next video. Ciao!